welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at set 6970, the Beta 1 Command base from 1980, classic space Lego. Again, after the initial Galaxy Explorer, the LL928, the next set that I got given for Christmas one year was this set. Again, iconic set. This one I do still have the original box for, although it's a bit worse for wear. You can have a look here in the lid. It gives you suggestions as to what other things you can build with this set, and different styles that you can build. These were never in the instructions back in the day. There was no such things as websites that you could get them off, so literally you just had to go off the picture that was in the box. I will try and do some work on these boxes to try and strengthen them and you know, make them better. But again, we have a series of pictures on the back of different bases we can make, and different things we can make with this set. So there's an alternate base here, an alternate ship over here. So lots of little things. You never got the instructions for them though, and I could never, back in the day when I was like 8 or 7 or 8, I could never quite get them right. So the Beta Command post. So again, it's 2 base plates. We have the base plates in relatively decent condition, with like all of this stuff when we cleaned it up. And if you want to watch the build on this, I can link it in the description or at the end of the video. Then you know, you can go online and watch it. Again, by today's standards, a very simple but effective set. It's not had too much hammer considering it was played with constantly. There are a few blemishes on things. We even have the original flag that came with the kit. I try not to do too much with this because it is peeling a little bit. But again, it is original, and it was with, I believe, this set. So that just sits in there like that. We have obviously the little spaceship that can be launched off the end here. Again, very simple for back in the day. This logo here was only ever used on 2 sets, I believe, this one and another one, which I am trying to locate parts for. We do have some of the parts upstairs, and we do have that, but it's in a poor condition and some of the parts are broken. So I am working on locating that for a future video. All these parts on here are original. Yeah, some of them have cleaned up really well, some of them not so much. If you just look at the emblem there, the emblem has still got quite a lot of the gold on it. It has started to wear off it slightly. So let's just take the camera down and go into a little bit more detail. So just looking at the base here, we can go inside the base. We have a radio at the back, some sort of torch, a couple of beds in there. Now these beds are very simple. The one in the newer version of the LL928 actually has a little area so they can lie down with their oxygen tanks on, which I thought was great. Pan back, we've got the 3 satellite dishes on the top. This one's movable and can go 360 degrees in any direction. We've got just a plain normal aerial there, and we have the aerial there, which is not in too bad a nick considering it's as old as it is. It is slightly bent, but it's intact. It's not missing any of the antennae. So quite pleased with that. Inside, and this, as far as I'm aware, is the first set to really have a big printed brick at the back there. Obviously we're looking at a rocket launch base there. We have the computers there, the blue standard computers. Our 2 Lego minifigs, the compulsory white arrows at the back. We have these windows that do open. All of the windows open. I'm not sure why you'd want windows that open in space, but they do. But this whole front end is open anyway. We have the 2 aerials here, so therefore putting the oxygen tanks on of the occupants, and then we have our minifigure swivel chairs, just basic turntable that they're sat on. Along with this set, there was a buggy. So again, just a small buggy, oxygen tank. This came with a spanner that you could clip on the back and a little aerial. There's a couple of radios in this set, as you can see with that. And then we have the monorail. Again, very simple but effective. Your astronaut gets in at this side, out of the command base, and he would zoom over to his ship, get out of there, onto his ship. The ship, the height can be adjusted there for liftoff, so that it just slides off the end like so, and in its resting state like that. So a very effective set that Lego produced. Again, 1980, yeah, not overcomplicated, not massive amounts of technical aspect to this, just a few moving parts. Yeah, the beauty of these sets was what you did with them, how you played with them, and again, the different things that you can make out of them. I've tried to keep these sets all original, so that they're still in the state that they're in. They were pretty much a mess because when they were taken up to the loft in the late 80s, a lot of them were made up like this. Some of them weren't, some of them were. So when they came down, my parents' house had one of the old roofs with the tile bodging that had fell out. They'd had a new roof, so they were literally covered in dust and all sorts of bits. But I think you'll agree that they have cleaned up really well. And like most things, Gen X, they've lived to fight on another day. And now, again, while we set this channel up, again, for me to get the enjoyment out of showing these to the boys, I'm cleaning them up, putting them back together, and sharing that journey with you guys, and the ongoing journey with Lego in general, as we appear to be doing more and more. So that's quite update. If you want to see the build on this, then again, just go to the channel. It's on there. We can maybe put a link to that build video in this video. Absolutely brilliant build. Hours of fun playing with it, and hours of fun again making these videos about them and about the build processes. So if you've enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one. Thanks a lot.